Welcome to the course on how to make Jarvis AI Assistant by yourself. Before we start the course, if you are new to my channel, then do subscribe to it so that you can get up-to-date best courses which will help you in your daily life for free. And make sure to watch this video till end. So without further ado, let's jump right into the section 1 of this course. Assalamu alaikum. I am Mac, and in this course we will build Jarvis, a personal AI assistant. Jarvis is inspired from Iron Man movies from the Avengers franchise. Before we start building Jarvis, we must set up development environment. I will be using Microsoft VS Code and Python 3.8 in this course. First, you need to go to the Python website python.org. Link is given in the description. And you can download according to your operating system. I recommend Python 3.8, but you can use any version of Python as long as it is above 3.0. So I have downloaded it already, and the other thing you need is Microsoft Visual Studio Code. The link is given. Download it for Windows. I have already downloaded it. Now I will start installing Python. First I will run the Python exe file and click run here. Now on this page, select add Python 3.8 to path and select customize installation. Make sure that all of these optional features are all checked. Click next. Here select install for all users, and you will see it will automatically change the location of the Python installation. Click install, select yes. This will take some time. I will fast forward to it. It has finished the installation. Now we can check whether the Python has been installed successfully or not by going to the command prompt. Here I will type Python. See, it has opened the Python shell right here, so which means the Python has been successfully installed. I can also check if the pip is installed or not by typing pip. As you guys can see right here, it has installed the pip command also. I will cancel the command prompt, and now I will run the VS Code exe file. Click run. You have to accept the agreement. You can also read the agreement over there, but it is just a waste of time as you have to agree in the end to continue. Click next. Here you can select your options according to your will. Click next and select install. I have already installed the VS Code, so I will not install it again. You will cancel it, but you can install the VS Code and then open the VS Code. Install the VS Code. You can finish installation, but I have already installed it, so I will just write open it. Here I have already created a project file for this course, but you can create the new file by selecting file, new file. A file has been created. You can select Control S to save this file onto your machine. I will name it this file as Jarvis 1.0.py. Click save. The file has been saved. Then you can go into the extensions bar right here and search for Python. From this bar you can add different Pythons to your VS Code. Here it is. I have already installed the Python in my VS Code, but you can install it from here. If you have more than one Python installed on your machine, more than one version, then you can change according to your will from right here by clicking the Python 3.8 right here and then selecting your version. I will create a new file in the VS Code and press Ctrl plus S to save this file. I will name it jarvis 1.0.py. Py is the extension for Python. You click yes. The file has been created. So now I will go into the terminal to install pyttsx3 library. This library will be used to convert the text into speech. So type pip install pyttsx3. I have already installed it, so I will wait for the installation to be completed again. After installation is finished, control the terminal and I have to import this library in my source code. So I will type import pyttsx3 and I will add a comment right here with the command to install pyttsx3 hashtag pyttsx3 pip install. Now I will create a variable named engine, and this variable will initialize the initial function of pyttsx3 library. So I will type engine is equal to pyttsx3 dot init. Next I will ask the engine to execute a pre-built function say engine.say, and I will pass a string as an input hello world, which I want it to convert to speech. So the next thing I have to type is engine.run and wait. Run and wait is also a pre-built function. When it is executed, it will tell the system to wait until the function is completed.
Hello world.
It works. Now we will create a speak function so that we can call it later. So we'll type define speak input. As an input I will pass a string audio. Then I will copy the code from above right here and paste it in the speak function. Then again I will call a pre-built function run and wait so that it waits for the action to be completed before moving to the next step. Now I will call the speak function and pass a string hello world as an input so that the speak function will be executed according to the input hello world. So if I run it,
Hello world.
now we will create a function to tell us time. For this I have to import a library which is a pre-built library, date and time. This library will tell us both time and date, but in this section we will cover only the time. So before defining a time function, I have to remove the string hello world from here and paste the input audio here. Now we will create a function. So I will type define time. I will define a function named time, create a variable named time and take it equal to the datetime dot now type strf time, which helps in creating formatted strings. And in strf time we will provide percentage %h, percentage %m and percentage %s. Note that when percentage %h is used in strf time, it will tell us 12-hour clock time. Now I will add a speak function here to add to its beauty and pass the string the current time is, so that it will speak the current time is before telling us the time. Now again I will call the speak function and pass the time variable as the input, and then I will save it and call the time function and click run. This will give us time.
The current time is 5 hours 17 minutes and 52 seconds.
Now for the 24-hour clock, I will change the H in the percentage H in str of time to percentage I. Now I will hit run and it will give us time according to
The current
24-hour
time
clock.
is 17 hours 19 minutes and 39 seconds.
Now we will create a function to tell us date. Now first I will define a function named date, and then I will write year for it to call year, and year is equal to datetime dot now dot year. This line of code will tell us that year, the current year, and then I will write month and put it equal to datetime dot now dot month, and same is the case with date. Now I will call the speak function to add to its beauty and pass the string the current date is as an input. Then I will call another speak function for year, for month, and for date separately. Then I will call the date function and hit save and click run.
The current date is 27/7/2020.
In this section, we will combine all of these functions and add some more speak functions to define a greeting function or wish me function, so that every time you start this code and run it, it will greet you. So first of all, I will type define wish me and then speak welcome back Mac. You can use your name right here, and then I will call the time function from above here, and then I will call date function, so that every time we run it will tell us first welcome us and then tell us time and date. Now I run it.
Welcome back, Mac. The current time is 5 hours 15 minutes and 47 seconds. The current date is 27/7/2020.
Now to add to the beauty of this wish me function and add more features, I will add new greeting statements, and for that I will first create a variable named hour and place it equal to datetime dot now dot hour, so that it can store the value of hour in it. And next I will use if else condition. If something is true, then it will do this. This is true, then it will do this. So first statement is if hour is greater than equal to 6 and hour is less than 12, then it will say good morning. But if else if hour is greater than equal to 12 but less than 18, then it will say good afternoon sir. And else if hour is greater than equal to 18 but less than 24, then it will speak good evening sir. And at the last, if it does not follow the three conditions given above, then it will say good night. So I will type else speak good night. And now to make it more formal, I will add a new speak function with string Jarvis at your service. How can I help you today as input. And now I will save it and then call the wish me function again and hit run.
Welcome back, Mac. The current time is 5 hours 14 minutes and 31 seconds. The current date is 27/7/2020. Good afternoon, sir. Jarvis at your service. Please tell me, how can I help you today?
Till now we have only created a code for the system to speak the text. But what if we want the system to take commands from us, to take our words as input? So I will create a new function, take command. So before adding code to it, I have to import a library, and in your case you have to install it. So I will type pip install speech recognition in terminal and wait for it to install. I have already installed it, so let's wait. It has installed the library, so now I will import it in my code. So I will type import speech recognition as SR so that I can call it easily. I don't have to write speech recognition every time, so I will just type SR. I will now add a comment with it, hashtag pip install speech recognition. Now I will start writing code in take command function. First I will introduce a variable named R and take it equal to SR, which is a short for speech recognition dot recognizer. Recognizer is a pre-built function in this library. It will help us in recognizing the voice, but it will be later used in the next lines. Speech recognition dot recognizer, and then I will specify the source. So I will type with sr.microphone. Microphone is also a pre-built function as source. Then to add to its beauty, I will type print listening, just like in the Google Assistant. It will type listening, then it will listen to our commands. Now I will pass an input to the pass threshold function, which is a pre-built function of recognizer. This input will determine how long will it wait for the user to command. Then I will pass another variable audio and make it equal to r.listen source, that it will listen to source, and whatever it listen and recognize, it will store it in the variable audio. I will type try, print, recognizing, and then I move to next line. Now I will introduce a new variable query where I will store the value, where the value where the command given by the user will be stored after being recognized by the Google. This library uses a recognizer from Google, so it will recognize the only command which Google was able to recognize. So I will take query is equal to r.recognize Google and pass the variable audio as input and the language whichever you prefer. So I will be using English USA. So now print query. If the query is recognized, it will print query, and if it is not able to recognize, for that I have to create an except case. I have to type except e as exception so that I can call exception later easily. So I will then type print e and then print say that again please, so that user can understand that the Google is not able to recognize his voice, so he must say it again. Then it will return us a string none, and then it will return us our query. Hello. And now I will introduce a main function. For that I have to remove the take command callback function. So I will type if underscore name underscore is equal to quotations and underscore main underscore quotation close, and I will call wish me function. It has to wish me function will be played every time the system starts, and then I will create an infinite loop that until it is that the condition is true, it will do this. So I will type query is equal to take command dot lower. I have added lower at the end of take command so that all the command which are listened by the source, which is microphone, and will be stored in lower letters so that it is easily understood by the recognizer. So I will just add a comment here for better understanding of mine for next time. So Now I will add a if-else statement. If a specific condition is met, then do this. So I will type if time inquiry, that if the user, what the user says, that word time is in that query, so it will tell us time. So I will type if time in query and then add a little comment right here, and then I will type below that time function, so that if the time is in query, then it will call the time function. Same goes with the date. If date in query, it will tell us date. So I will type just the date function below to call it back. So if I just save it and run it,
Welcome back, Mac. The current time is 6 hours 20 minutes and 11 seconds. The current date is 27/7/2020. Good evening, sir.
Jarvis, tell me about time.
The current time is 6 hours 20 minutes and 30 seconds.
Tell me about date.
The current date is 27/7/2020.
That's a wrap for the part 1 of the course. If you like this video and it helped you understand the concept, then give this video a like. Part 2 will be uploaded soon on my channel. In next section of this course, I will teach you how to make Jarvis play songs, search Google, and open apps, and do calculations. If you have any questions related to the course, ask them in the comment section. To remain up to date with the course and other related materials, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Till next time, happy learning.